Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the ATLA MC Minecraft Survival Let's Play. In the last episode, we built this beautiful zombie watchtower, and we built the villager zombificator. We spent some time getting good trades out of our villagers, and we began to prep for the dragon fight that we're going to do in this episode. Let's hop right into the episode. In between episodes, I spent a lot of time farming up some blazes so that I would be able to have some blaze rods, and I collected a bunch of potion ingredients. Because in this episode I want to take on the dragon and I want to be at as much of an advantage as possible. So to ensure that I have as much of an advantage as possible, I've written down a checklist here to ensure that I know that I've done everything that I need to make sure that this fight is going to be as easy as possible. And I've gotten the top 5 things: decent armor, good enchantments, good bow, making sure that I have infinite arrows, good food source, and a water bucket. Just need to make sure that I brew up the potions. I've already collected the potion ingredients. I need to go out and find the stronghold so we can go fight the dragon in the first place, and I need to make an ender chest so that I can transport my things easily around. I think the first thing on that checklist that I want to check off is making an ender chest. I believe I already have everything I need. I'm just going to grab some ender pearls and some blaze rods and the obsidian, and we'll come over to the crafting table, make some blaze powder and our first eyes of ender. And now we're able to make our first ender chest. An ender chest is kind of like the Minecraft bank. You can deposit your items in there at any time and go to any other ender chest and withdraw them. Right now I only have one ender chest, so it doesn't exactly work like a bank and kind of just works more like a regular chest, but for now I'm just going to use it to store away the items that I'm going to need for the dragon fight. Moving on to creating the potions. There's a lot of different kinds of potions that I'm going to want to make today, but I've already gathered all the ingredients that I need. The first potion that we're going to make is the slow falling potion. First, we need to give the potions nether wart to make them awkward potions. And next, we're going to put the phantom membrane into the potion. And the second potion we're going to make first is a healing potion, which means at this point we need to put a glistering melon slice in. In order to increase the length of the slow falling potion, I'm going to give it some redstone dust. The next 2 potions also require nether wart. And the next 2 potions I want to make are a strength potion and a swiftness potion. The strength potion needs a blaze powder. And the swiftness potion needs some sugar. Both of these can be extended by redstone. And the last potion I want to make is a night vision potion. So once again, make it an awkward potion and then give it a golden carrot. And we're once again going to give it some redstone to make it last longer. Okay, so let's grab our checklist. And we finished our potions. And we have made our ender chest. Now we just need to go find the stronghold. But first I want to collect some obsidian to make sure it's easy to go back and forth between the end portal. Now that we have our obsidian, we need to figure out which direction we need to travel in to find the end portal. To do that, you need to take your Eye of Ender, put it in your taskbar, and give it a throw and see which direction it goes in. So that means I'm going to need to head in this direction to find the stronghold. So I'm going to travel in that direction for a bit, and let's see where that takes us. Alright, I spent some time back at Kyoshi's settlement and got everything I needed, and I think it's time I just got on with the dragon fight. Let's head in. Our first goal is to take out all of the end crystals surrounding the center. By putting a carved pumpkin on, looking at Enderman won't aggro them, so I'm gonna play a little bit in third person mode and see how I do. Okay, I've got all the crystals, now I just need to get the dragon. And just like that, we beat the dragon. Thank God for slow falling potions right now. And now to get the egg. In order to get the egg, you need it to fall onto a torch. So put a torch below the block that it's on, break the block, and now you have the egg. That dragon fight went pretty well. That was my first time trying it with the carved pumpkin on. I didn't use my potions too effectively, but I really do think that the slow falling potion really came in handy there at the end. I'm pretty happy with how that went. Let's go through the portal, shall we? I'm going to grab my ender chest. And here we are, back at Kyoshi's settlement. And we now have proof that dragons exist in the world. Just going to place that right up over here. And we'll leave it there for now. We'll find a more permanent place for it later. And now I think it's just time we go right into going and looking for an Elytra. I'm going to gear up for that, and luckily, I also made a to-do list for getting ready for End City hunting. It's now the next day in real life, and I've spent some time going through the checklist and making sure everything's checked off. And I've put everything into my ender chest. I've got all of the potions from before, but I've made a bunch of extra slow falling potions in case I get hit by the Shulkers. I've got the carved pumpkin to help with Enderman. I've got a bunch of rockets for when I do eventually get my Elytra to help me get to safety quickly. I've got some ender pearls, extra food, wood, and most importantly, I have some diamond armor, all with projectile protection 4, because that's going to be really helpful against the projectiles that the Shulkers shoot at me. So now we've come over to the End Islands, and I'm heading over to this End Gateway over there that spawned when we killed the Ender Dragon. And I'm going to bridge up to it, but I'm going to bridge up to it with resources from the End City Island, because when I respawn the dragon again, he's going to be able to destroy any blocks that aren't native to the End City. You can actually see that just over here. Over here, I pillared up with dirt so that I could get high enough to see that end crystal, and the dragon flew under me and deleted all the dirt below me. After suffering another death to an Enderman, I finally got a platform up here so I can get through this end gateway and start exploring the outer islands. That death to that Enderman made me realize that maybe picking projectile protection 4 for all of my things maybe wasn't the best, because I do still need protection from the Enderman. Oh well, I think I'm just gonna hope for the best. And just like that, I think that's the first end city appearing through the chorus plants. Alright, I think it's about... does it have a ship? Yes, it has a ship. Alright, we've found our first Elytra. Now we just have to get it. Okay, it's time to take on this end city. Now the most important thing here is, because I only have projectile protection on, I do not want to aggro any Endermen. I just want to take on these guys. Alright, we just have to take out this guy and we have our first Elytra. Now that I have the Elytra, I'm just going to grab a few more Shulker shells and then head right out. I was going to store my Elytra away in my ender chest, but I seem to have misplaced it somewhere. Luckily, end cities have ender chests in them, so let's have a quick look around and see if we can find one. Okay, perfect. We found our ender chest, so we can safely store our Elytra away in here, so that if we die, we will still have our Elytra, which to me is the most important part of this. Actually, I'm just going to clear this room and I'll be right back. Okay, the coast seems clear, so let's grab some wood, make ourselves a crafting table. Let's get this crafting table down. And we can make our first Shulker shell. Shulker box, sorry. In this Shulker box, we're going to store away all of our extra stuff that we don't need. And now we can put this into our ender chest and save a whole bunch of space. Now that we have our Elytra safely stored away and I have a few Shulker shells, I'm going to try to get out of here and get back to Kyoshi Settlement safely. Whew, slow falling potions are weird. Oh no, I looked at an Enderman. This is bad, 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 this is bad. I died, no. I've been dying a lot this series. Luckily, I still have my Elytra. I didn't want it to go down like that, but at least I still have my Elytra. I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. I'm going to, in between episodes, get some armor back. In the next episode, we're going to have some time to use the Elytra and actually do some airbending and flying around. And if you enjoyed the video, please press like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.